What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, we're going to be doing the playthrough of all three stages of the brand new Chaos difficulty COLISEUM Burgess. Now, I've got to say, once again, every time one of these new Coliseums come out, I always pretty much say the fact that, yeah, this is extremely difficult content, so do not be disheartened if you cannot beat it. It is extremely difficult. However, the things that they have been doing good in the game is the fact that even though these Chaos difficulty Coliseums are really hard, these units are really, really good, and you can farm them from the underground version of the Coliseum, which means it's not a guaranteed drop, but you can still farm them up nonetheless, which means that you'll still be able to get access to these really powerful characters. So before we get into all of the three stages of Chaos difficulty COLISEUM Burgess, I want to go ahead and just talk about the unit itself. So here we have COLISEUM Burgess, who is an int fighter-driven character. I have max limit broken him as well, so you can see his maximum stats, that he has 3,800 flat HP, 1519 attack, and 184 recovery. So you can also see that when he is max limit broken, he gets an additional socket spot, and he also will go ahead and get two potential abilities, the first one being provoked attack, or the enrage buff, giving him an additional 200 attack, and the secondary one is recovery bind resistance, getting rid of 5 turns of recovery bind. So his limit break is actually pretty goddamn awesome, but it continues on in the fact that he gets 2 sailor abilities. First one will be boosting the attack of fighters by 50, and his secondary one will make fighter characters in slots have matching slot effects. So yeah, this guy has a very good limit break, very powerful unit for fighter teams. His captain ability will boost fighter characters' attack by 2.5, and then will boost their attack by a further 1.5 times after you land 4 perfects in a row. So this means that the last 2 hits on your combo chain are going to have a 3.75 times attack boost. So that's pretty significant. Now his special ability will go ahead and max at 14 turns, so it halves from his initial cooldown, and it will go ahead and reduce all enemies' HP by 7%, and also boost fighter characters' attack by 1.75 times on a variable amount of turns. And the amount of turns that it is going to boost for depends on how many enemies are on the enemy side of the field. So if you activate this special and there's only 1 enemy on the field, it's only going to be a 1-turn boost. However, this scales all the way up to if there are 6 enemies on the enemy side of the field and you activate the special ability, you will get a 6-turn 1.75 times fighter attack boost. This is the longest duration of boost I think that we've seen in the game thus far, and for it to be a 1.75 boost as well, this guy is honestly a must-max character, I personally believe, because not only is he just a good character all round, he will be also a trusty character for the upcoming treasure map versus Kizaru. So I would highly suggest maxing him out just for that specifically. You don't have to limit break him straight away, but I would also suggest it because, you know, making int slots beneficial to fighters is great, and his 2 potential abilities are also quite good as well. So overall, I think he's a fantastic Coliseum unit. Glad he's finally out on Global, and now let's go ahead and get straight into all 3 variations of COLISEUM Burgess. So with each of these mini-boss stages, stages 1 and 2, there are actually 2 mini-bosses that you have to take on. So on the first round against Barto, you have to verse Rebecca here. Rebecca has 1.2 million health, and she'll attack every turn for only 600 damage. However, on the second turn, she actually will go ahead and buff her attack by 20 times. She also has a 50,000 damage limiter, so bringing someone to remove damage limiter is going to be quite good. Now, against Barto, he has 3.1 million health, and he has a 3-turn Rainbow Shield damage reduction. So bringing someone that can remove Rainbow Shields, like Quick Diamante on this specific team here, is going to be very, very useful to your team. Every single turn, Barto will shuffle your orbs into either block or negative orbs, and also on the third turn, he will go ahead and increase his attack power by 2 times, and he has a very massive blue shield defense increase. So you want to try and kill him before that third turn, otherwise it's going to be extremely annoying to take him down from there. Moving on to round number 2. With round 2, you have to verse Diamante. On stage 4, though, you have the fighting fish characters. Now, the one in the middle actually has just under 1 million health, and then the two at the back have about 250,000 HP. Now, if you kill the ones at the back and leave the one in the middle alive, he will summon more of these fighting fish. So you want to try and kill all of these in one turn, or kill the middle one first. Now, they all cut your health by 10%, but they really don't do all that much. Now, the thing that you do need to worry about is Diamante on the final stage. He actually has a special limiter. You can only use one special per turn. So bringing someone like a multi-turn type booster over on stage 4 to bring into stage 5 is going to be ideal. Diamante has 4.3 million health, and he will also go ahead and numbness or paralysis your captain for 3 turns after the first turn of attacks. Now, he does have end of turn damage here, so you do have to take that into consideration as well, but he doesn't do anything at any health threshold, so he is relatively easy to take down. Now we move on to round 3, which is going to be against Jesus Burgess. Now, on stage 3 of the fight, there is Barto's mini-boss here. He has 980,000 HP. He attacks every 2 turns for 5,600 damage. The preemptive attack is that he has a blue defense up shield for 3 turns, and that defensive shield is pretty significant. And then after the second turn, he will randomly transform your orbs into either block or negative orbs, and he will continuously switch these orbs over multiple turns. Also, on the 4th turn, he will then not get rid of the defense shield because it will actually expire, but then he puts up a rainbow shield for 3 turns after the blue shield will expire. Then also he will enrage for 5 turns and also powers up his attack boost, so you do have to take him out relatively quickly. So bringing someone that can remove his preemptive blue shield defense up will allow you to take him down a little bit easier. Diamante on stage 4 is relatively similar to his previous fight. He has 3.8 million HP this time, and he does the same sort of thing where he puts a special limiter on your crew for the rest of the run. You can only activate 2 specials per turn instead of only 1 special per turn with the previous fight, and also that after the first turn of attacks, he will paralysis your captain and your friend captain for 3 turns. Jesus Burgess, though, is extremely annoying. He has 5.55 million HP. He attacks every 2 turns for 15,000 damage. His preemptive attack will go ahead and give you a 1.1 times orb boost for 1 turn. So bringing someone like an orb boost on stage 4 into stage 5 will enable you to get rid of that preemptive attack. Jesus Burgess also has a 2-hit Great Barrier for 98 turns. He also has a Delay Protector for 10 turns. And he also has a 1-turn Resilience buff that will be active, so you cannot take him down with regular attacks in the first turn. Burgess will also apply attack down to your crew on the first turn of attacks, and then will also go ahead and change all your orbs into either bomb or block orbs after that first turn as well. Now, if you get Burgess under 50% HP, he will actually heal up to 50% of his maximum HP, and also under 20% he doesn't actually do anything. But Jesus Burgess, I gotta say, is the most annoying Coliseum that I've had to deal with thus far. Hopefully you did enjoy this video, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to go ahead and smack the like button down below. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.